Welcome inside the DC Everest Fieldhouse. Tuesday night, girls basketball will be underway shortly. I'm Chris Conley. Welcome to our Zaleski Sports coverage between the DC Everest Evergreens and the Eau Claire North Huskies. Our game will get underway a couple minutes late tonight. The JV game took a while to go down. Huskies were winners in a grinder, 24-21. And then it was Teacher Appreciation Night, so each one of these Evergreens brought out their favorite teacher before our pregame warm-up period got underway. Let's set the game tonight. Eau Claire North has accomplished more so far this season. They come in with a 9-9 record. Victory tonight boosts them back above 500. Evergreens are 6-11, and the Evergreens offense usually plays games in the upper 30s to low 40s, so it's not a high-powered offense. We'll see what the Evergreens can do. I mean, it's not a team that can fall behind, and it's not a team that's really built for comebacks. Our pregame coverage is brought to you by Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston, providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. With a 3-year nationwide warranty, free roadside assistance. At Auto Select, you're good to go. That's Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston, and Highway 10 East and Church Street in Stevens Point. Both of these teams come into tonight's game off of losses. The Evergreens fell down at Stevens Point on Friday night. Eau Claire North lost to Rice Lake in a Big Rivers Conference game. Eau Claire North must have woken up this morning and wondered if this game was on or off. I mean, we had some snow in the area. Snowed through about midday here in central Wisconsin, but roads have generally been cleared. No problem with the 90-minute bus ride over for the Huskies. Huskies play in their powder blue road uniforms with the white numerals and black trim. Evergreens will be in the white with green numbers. Pre-game shoot-around will wrap up. We'll introduce you to our starting lineups when we come back. Couple of things to watch for Everest as they get ready to introduce their starting five. Kelsey Woolley, one of their senior captains, when the team first came out, she went to the training area for just a moment. She was in there for a microsecond and then went out into the hallway. But Kelsey Woolley will be listed as a starter today. Evergreen's Kirsten Hall, one of their other seniors, is not listed as a starter. So not sure about what's going on with Kirsten or her availability, or if she's coming off the bench tonight. Aubrey Klatt, a junior, will start in her place. We will set the starting lineups and get today's game underway. Getting ready for DC Everest and Eau Claire North. It's girls basketball tonight when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
Hi, I'm Karen from the Hearing House, and these are our grandchildren. Children are difficult to hear with anybody with hearing loss, and I know I would hate to miss out on anything they say.
Gamma, they're cheating.
Even that! If you're missing out on what they're saying, you're probably missing out on a lot more.
Love you, Gamma.
Aw, and they have important things to say.
Make your house a hearing house.
Bauer & Find has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Find Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
Pre-game shoot-around is over. Teams gather in front of their bench. Well, in front of the bench for Eau Claire North and across the foul line for DC Everest. We'll get the sportsmanship announcement, and then we'll get our game underway. Hurston Hall is indeed in uniform, although not listed as a starter for the Evergreens. First player off the bench, perhaps? We'll see. Let's go down to court level for our national anthem. Again, my sense of tonight's game is that Eau Claire North will be the favorites, but I don't think this is an impossible task for the Evergreens, too, looking for their 7th win of the year. Ellie O'Keefe, first starter out for Eau Claire North. Ava O'Keefe. There's Hope Bissendorf. Novelyn Sands Hannah. And Adeline Scheffler. 4 seniors and a junior, so it's an experienced group for the Huskies. For the Evergreens, there's Kelsey Woolley, no worse for wear. Grace Sandquist. Aubrey Klatt gets the start tonight, normally first player off the bench for the Evergreens. Ielsa Shimoleski, sophomore, and McKenna Bullis, sophomore. 2 seniors, a junior, and 2 softs for the Evergreens. Basketball is brought to you by Axis Insurance. For your personal, business, auto, and life insurance needs, there's always a local agent you can look to at Axis Insurance. Learn more at AxisInsurance.net. Axis Insurance Agency, their business revolves around you. Everest fans, we're glad to have you along tonight, and for our Zaleski sports fans in the Eau Claire area. We've made so many new friends in recent years with the Eau Claire schools. Glad that you're looking in for tonight's broadcast as well. Novelyn Sands Hanahan wins the jump, and we're underway tonight. Eau Claire North will have the first possession. Evergreens come out man-to-man defense, splitting, going right to the rim, and missing at the rack is Ellie O'Keefe. And the ball's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Huskies. I've always liked the powder blues for Eau Claire North. When we go over there, the whole arena, the whole field house is called the Dog Pound. That doesn't do anything for me, but again, I'm an Evergreens guy. Always thought that the powder blue look is pretty good. This is loose. Eau Claire North still holds. Now to the wing. Driving in, spinning, twisting towards the basket and scoring is Ellie O'Keefe. North puts on some soft full-court defense. Klatt on the dribble, dribbles right into the double team, almost split, and then throws the ball out of bounds. It's off the Eau Claire player. Evergreens will keep possession. Just underway. If you're just joining us, you haven't missed anything. We're underway late because of a longer than expected JV game. Klatt almost threw that out of bounds. Knocked into the Eau Claire bench. Evergreens will keep possession. Interesting to me that Aubrey Klatt is being asked to run the offense, that she's coming out as point guard here. So maybe that's a new look as we come down the stretch of this regular season. Klatt will be back next year. She's only a junior. Bullis keeps her dribble. Evergreen's first possession just underway. Straight on three. Too strong for Grace Sandquist. Got a friendly roll. What do I know? Bounces up and finds its way through. 3-2 Everest. Sometimes the little things go your way. Indeed, they did there. Screen three, no answer. Pinballs around. Jump ball. Arrow points to the Evergreens. The miss came from Novoland Sands Hannah. Novoland's going to be easy to spot. She's got that soft brace, but it's halfway up her thigh. Seems like she's moving around okay. 2 minutes in, 3-2 Everest. Klatt goes up high to the weak side and threw it over the head of McKenna Bullis. The Evergreens have turned the ball over. Neither offense in sync yet. To the baseline, thinking about that three and then passing on it, going back out. Adelaine Shepler almost lost the handle. Tracked down near half court. To the baseline again. They're playing Novoland Sands Hannah soft, and she's not taking that three so far. Works the ball inside. Hope Rosendorf scores in the paint. Second lead change of the early going. Bullis ahead to Sandquist. Straight on three to the Evergreens have an answer. Off the back bracket for Shimoleski. Evergreens get the long rebound. Sandquist back out. Three ball coming high. Arcing. Good. McKenna Bullis. Evergreens open with two from behind the arc. Saying that was a two-pointer instead of a three? Yes, it's up as a two instead of a three. Non-shooting foul called here on the Evergreens, and it's on McKenna Bullis, her first. Huskies will inbound underneath their own basket, all the way up high. Ellie Jacobs is the first sub in, and Jacobs has promptly committed a turnover. Threw it to where her teammate was. Kelsey Woolley across the timeline. Bullis, who had the shooter's touch last time. Sandquist to Woolley, who split defenders and then stopped, went back out. Entry pass in traffic to Sandquist, has her dribble. Resets, Bullis, Klatt. Evergreens are on the perimeter now. Thinking about the three, and instead we have a block there. Elsa Shimoleski was open for a moment. Wouldn't have blamed her for popping that. Ellie Jacobs, who has an early turnover and now an early personal foul. Evergreen's inbound underneath. They sub in Matea Byler. Byler's a freshman who's on the floor right now. Got a whistle here, and they're going to call an armbar, an offensive foul on the Evergreens, a turnover. Matea Byler is whistled. Piper Schultz was the other Everest player who came in during the stop. Entry pass down low to the corner. 3-ball coming high, around and out. No good. Haley Lavoie misfires. Evergreens make it a one-and-done trip. 13.5 left in the first half. Here's Bullis. Entry pass. Schultz now to the wing. Woolley open and front rimmed it. Loose ball fouls on Everest. J&D Tube Benders, founded in 1968. They've been in the Felch family ever since. A locally owned manufacturer specializing in tube bending, welding, and cutting. Find and join the J&D Tube Bending team in the Schofield Industrial Park or at jdtubebending.com. Matea Byler's been whistled for her second foul, team's third. Open for a three and a possible lead change. Round and out, no good. Back-to-back misses for Ellie Jacobs. Byler stays on the floor with the two fouls. Entry pass here, cross court. Woolley saves it from going into the bench. Back out to McKenna Bullis. The Evergreens reset, trying to build on a 1-point lead. Entry pass, tried to fit it into a tight spot and turned it over. Driving in, stripped, going to have a reach-in foul on Everest. Looked like Piper Schultz was in the neighborhood. I think this is going to be on Piper. Yes, it is. Evergreens quickly have 4 team fouls, and they're going to stay in the act of shooting, too. Andy Sikora misses the first free throw. North has been willing to use a pretty deep bench so far, rotating in a lot of players. Woolley comes out. McKenna Bullis comes out. Klatt is back in for the Evergreens, and 1 of 2 from the foul line for Eau Claire North. We're tied 5 apiece. Sandquist into the front court and spins out of trouble. Matea Byler's had an extended spin on the floor. She's open here. 3 from Matea off the front rim. It was a good look. Rebound to Ellie O'Keefe. Ellie O'Keefe gets it back out. 3 from the wing. Too strong. Open look. Loose along the baseline. Evergreen secured. It's into the hands of Grace Sandquist. Sandquist gets it back. Wow, almost hit in the face. Byler turned it over, trying to feed Piper Schultz. North looking for the lead back. Whistle here, got a foul on the floor. It's the Evergreens' 5th team foul. J&D Tube Benders, founded in 1968. They've been in the Felch family ever since, a locally owned manufacturer specializing in tube bending, welding, and cutting. Join the J&D Tube Bending team in the Schofield Industrial Park or at jdtubebending.com. Aubrey Klatt is called for the foul, team's 5th. 3 on the inbound, short. Eau Claire North is cold from behind the foul line. From behind the three-point arc, beg your pardon. Evergreen's doing a good job making sure that that was a one-and-done look. On the overplay, Scholes makes an extra pass. It's down at the feet of Bullis. Scholes gets it back, goes cross-court. Sandquist in traffic. She scores, and she's fouled. Sandquist will get a chance to complete the three-point play. She goes to the serve pro, Jamie Wetzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro, the number one choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never even happened. Sandquist is true on the free throw. She's got an early 6 points, and the Evergreens lead 8-5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new players about to come in for the Huskies. Baseline 3, that one's too strong. Fighting for the rebound, that's a good board there for Audrey Sikora. Baseline 3 again. Boy, Eau Claire North can't buy anything from behind the arc and got a loose ball foul. It's on the Evergreens. They don't have any fouls to give. North is in the bonus with 10.5 to go in the first half. Foul is on Sandquist, her first. I thought this was the team's 7th. It is, in fact, the team's 6th. No more fouls to give for the Evergreens. Off the inbounds, quick release 3, that missed everything. So the 3-ball shooting getting uglier, not better. And a turnover. Ava O'Keefe's pass was out of the reach of her teammate. Evergreens have the lead and the ball. Woolley, Sandquist now foul line extended. Woolley gets it back. She's guarded closely. Piper Scholes from the foul line. She's fouled. Hit on the wrist or elbow as she was putting that up. Piper's going to get to the free throw line. Basketball tonight is brought to you by Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit Mutual of Wausau. Find an agent near you. Lily Brunt, sophomore, called for the foul. – 10-5, 9-5 Everest. To travel. Novalyn Sands Hannah just kind of wasn't sure if she wanted to pass or who she wanted to pass it to. Those moments of indecision caused the turnover there. Woolley guarded closely, and the teams trade turnovers. TRW Auto Body in Mosinee offers top quality collision repair, full body repair, 24-hour towing, and courtesy loaner vehicles, plus a lifetime warranty on their work. TRW Auto Body in Mosinee, they're your friendly fender bender mender. Novalyn Sands Hannah turns it over. 4 turnovers now for the Huskies against 6 for the Evergreens. 9 minutes to go in the half on this possession. Again, the Evergreens are not careful with the ball. Along the baseline, double team, back out for an open 3. That one's short. Lily Brunt. No 3s so far in the game for the Huskies. They're 0 of 8 from behind the arc. So their fortunes could change if they can find the range from the outside. They haven't been bashful about shooting it. Woolley, entry pass to Sandquist, who still has the handle. Cross court, open for a three, too strong for Aubrey Klatt. Out of bounds. It's off that Eau Claire player. Off Hope Bruschendorf, and the Evergreens will keep it. Ayelsa Shimoleski is in. Kelsey Woolley will go out. Evergreens will inbound from underneath their own basket. Klatt will trigger it in. Sandquist had that poked away. Evergreens keep possession. Bullis, Johnny on the spot. Coming back the other way, laid up and a miss. Hope Bruschendorf misses. But North gets to reset. Baseline three, another miss. Eli O'Keefe. Now a loose ball foul. Evergreens want a timeout. We'll take one too. Everest has a 9-5 lead over Eau Claire North. Middle stages of the first half. This is girls high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
At Abbey Bank, we know everyone has their strengths. Our bankers may excel in numbers, but can they score on the court?
Maybe you guys should stick to what you're good at. Banking.
And that's exactly what we do. At Abbey Bank, we stick to what we do best, making banking about you.
Find an Abbey Bank location near you by visiting abbeybank.com.
Abbey Bank, where we make banking about you.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Welcome back. I'm Chris Conley. So here are the Evergreens with 9 points. Again, not a high-powered offense. They want to play a low-scoring game. And Eau Claire North just as cold as can be from behind the three-point arc. The game kind of hinges on whether the Huskies can find the range from the outside. If they can, they'll come right back in this thing. It's only a 4-point game right now. And there's a bump and that's a bad foul. I mean, that's 40 feet away from the basket. Ava O'Keefe is called for her first, team's third. Here's McKenna Bullis. Has her dribble. That should be a kick. Instead, it's going to go out of bounds. Evergreens will keep the ball. I would think that Kirsten Hall of the Evergreens is just not available tonight. Kirsten's there on the bench. I would think if Kirsten was a go, we would have seen her in the game by now. Turned over on the inbounds pass and then out of bounds off the feet of Novalyn Santana. No, they're going to keep with Eau Claire. Okay. Some of the players didn't see it that way. They were down at the other end of the floor. Everest coach Lauren Bullis is surprised at this too. Coach Bullis doesn't yell a lot, but she's chirping on that call. We've been stuck at 9-5 in this game for a while. Open for a three, high, arcing. That one missed everything. Novalyn Santana does not have the range. Bad pass, but it's tracked down by Klatt. Byler almost dribbled off her foot. Evergreens want to settle this down, get a good look at the basket. Double team in the corners, stripped and turned over on the Evergreens. The Everest player at that double team reached out and touched the ball last. Matea Byler out, McKenna Bullis in. Both teams in an extended drought right now. Extra pass into traffic, secured there by Buschendorf, and the Evergreens get it right back. Which team can settle down, run a play, and get a good look at the basket? Entry pass here, travel. Evergreens will put in Grace Sandquist. Trying to find, who can be the calming force on this Everest offense right now. Huskies with the ball and a 4-point deficit. Looking to drive in, Ellie O'Keefe, long two, no good. Ball is loose. Evergreens have it. Down to the floor, Grace Sandquist. A hustle play for Grace. Klatt to the front court. Evergreens will keep it right in front of the scorer's table. This game is so sloppy right now that the Evergreens want a 30-second timeout. They lead 9-5. I believe we were at 9-5 the last time we had a timeout. We'll step aside for a quick break. This is high school basketball on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
It is not a huge crowd here tonight at the DC Everest Fieldhouse during the timeout. I mean, we're all the way across the floor and way up high, but we could hear Coach Lauren Bullis calling for better defense. Evergreens have the ball out of the timeout. Here's Kelsey Woolley. And McKenna Bullis now. Klatt. Tight man-to-man here from the Huskies. 5.5 to go till halftime. Not sure if either of these teams is going to reach 20 before we get to intermission. Piper Scholl's got a reach-in foul. This is non-shooting. The Huskies still have a foul to give. Hope Buschendorf is whistled. Both teams now have 6 fouls apiece. So we go into the bonus for the final 5.5 of the first half. Got a whistle, we've got a push, and just like that, the Evergreens have a 1-and-1 coming up. And a technical foul just been called on one of the Eau Claire North players. There's frustration boiling over. I think, yes, technical foul for saying something. It's just frustration. Buschendorf was assessed the technical foul also. McKenna Bullis will have one more with an empty free throw line. Then we'll have a 1-and-1. Missed them both. Evergreens get the ball after the technical foul. Hope Buschendorf comes out of the game after being assessed the technical foul. Alyssa Mantuffel comes in for the Huskies. Woolley on the wing. Back out, open for the three, and not taking it was Shimoleski. Sandquist. Evergreens inbound to Sandquist, low blocks. Double team down low and kicks it back out. Under 5 to go first half. Just stuck at 9-5 and have been forever. Yeah, tight defense again from the Huskies. Open for a three, should take it. Back bracket, no good. Sandquist, too strong. Looking to drive into the rim, basket, no continuation. It's on the floor. Ellie O'Keefe is going to shoot a 1-and-1 instead of trying to complete a three-point play. Kelsey Woolley has committed the foul. It's her first. O'Keefe shoots a 1-and-1 here. And the scoreboard changes for the first time in a long time. Girls basketball is brought to you by Ridgetop Exteriors. Just like these players bring their best to the court, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, doors. Ridgetop Exteriors is the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com. Both of the free throws are true. This is a lot of basketball for just 16 points between these two teams. Scholes double-teamed. She traveled. Matea Byler, freshman, comes back in. Piper Scholes comes off. 4 minutes to go in the first half. O'Keefe, who hit the free throws, dribbles into the baseline. Three ball coming, it's good. Ellie Jacobs. That's a lead change. First three of the night for the Huskies. Not for lack of trying. 1 of 10 from behind the arc. See if the Evergreens have an answer. Entry pass, Sandquist. On the floor to the rim, that's blocked. Rolls out of bounds. Everest will keep the ball. Ellie Jacobs hit the three and then block that shot down at the other end. Offense, defense. Woolley's got it again for the Evergreens. Double team when she picks up her dribble, almost threw it into the backcourt. Along the baseline. Turned over again, a 13th turnover for the Evergreens in the first half. Huskies to the rim, basket good. Ellie O'Keefe is starting to assert herself. She's now got 6 points. Huskies by 3, 2.5 to go till halftime. Evergreens will bring back in Audrey Klatt at the next stoppage. Got a reach in. Free throws are coming up for the Evergreens. Shimoleski to the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1. Ellie Jacobs has just picked up her second personal foul. Mammoth Mortgage is your opportunity for low rates, hassle-free mortgages for buying or refinancing a home anywhere in Wisconsin. For all your mortgage needs, look to Mammoth Mortgage. Ielsa's got one more free throw coming. And it's a 1-point game. Out of bounds. Tried to set up the three in the corner, and it was a bad pass. O'Keefe threw it down at the feet of Ellie Jacobs. O'Keefe is the player who's kind of asserted herself in the late stages of the first half. Whistle here. The Everest player is on the sideline. This possession will bring us under 2 minutes to go. Driving in, splitting defenders. That's clean, out of bounds to the Evergreens. No, just change the call. It's going to stay with Eau Claire North. Sandquist and Bullis come out. Klatz back in for the Evergreens along with Matea Byler. To the rim, basket up and in. Ellie Jacobs, who now has 5 points. Had 5 lead changes in the first half. Evergreens are on the perimeter here. Drive into a double team that's a clean block. Back down at the other end, reversing underneath. That's a really tough spot there. Novelin Sands Hannah wasn't sure that she was right under the cylinder. Huskies by 3. Evergreens have the ball for the final minute of the first half. Woolley surveys. Byler picked up her dribble. Freshman will learn not to do that soon. Ball's loose. The 15th turnover for the Evergreens. Eau Claire North is starting to score more points off these Everest turnovers. They bump the lead up to 5. Byler knocked loose. Got a foul here on the Evergreens. With 10 seconds left, Eau Claire North is going to go down to the other end. They'll shoot a 1-and-1. Fighting for the loose ball. North has played a little better down the stretch. Byler's been called for her 3rd personal. McKenna Bullis, with only 1 foul, will come back in for the final 10 seconds. Live on a miss. It's a miss. Ball's loose. Eau Claire North. Ellie Jacobs gets it back and now stripped. 5 seconds to go. Evergreens have to push. Not aware of the time left on the clock and another turnover. This shot will not count. We go to halftime. Huskies lead the Evergreens 16-11. Basketball tonight is brought to you by Fleet Farm. No matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered. At the best prices guaranteed for auto, pet, bird, farm, and snacks. Fleet Farm has everything you need, all at the lowest prices. Eau Claire by 5. We'll take a break here on Zaleski Sports, give you our first half leading scorers when we come right back.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
We're going to tell all of our viewers about Mitten's Rusted and Busted trade-in sale, which reminds me of a funny story.
Folks, Tim's saying that Mitten's is paying its customers to get rid of their old furniture and buy new.
This January's Rusted and Busted promotion is so huge. Do you think we could make it any bigger?
I don't think so, Tim.
Hey, do you think Jill will let me buy a brand new Lazy Boy power recliner, or should I build one myself?
Well, Tim, the stars are telling me that buying one from Mittens would be a safer decision.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Dahl Auto. Simple.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location, and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
It is halftime at the DC Everest Fieldhouse. Girls basketball tonight. Eau Claire North leads DC Everest 16-11. I'm Chris Conley. Ellie O'Keefe helped to get the Huskies on track down the stretch of the first half. She leads all scorers with 8. Ellie Jacobs has 5. Hope Buschendorf with 2. And Andy Sikora with 1. Eau Claire North has struggled with their shooting from behind the three-point arc. They're 1 of 10. 3 of 5 free throws and 7 turnovers for the Huskies. Compare that to 15 turnovers in the first half for the Evergreens, which has really held them back. The Evergreens have all of their scoring from just 3 players. Grace Sandquist has 6. McKenna Bullis has 3. Ayelsa Shimoleski has 2. Evergreens have 2 3-pointers in the first half, and they are 3 of 7 from behind the arc. I beg your pardon, they're 3 of 7 from the foul line. So a game where neither team makes it to 20 points, just 27 between them as we come to the halftime break. Eau Claire North will get the ball to start the second half. Basketball tonight is brought to you by the auto service specialists at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. They'll change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go off, and more. Great service from great people. Find your location at SherrillTire.com. And we're brought to you by Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetics and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact Next Step Prosthetics today. Teams will be out in just a moment for the halftime shoot-around. Then we'll get the second half underway. The Huskies lead the Evergreens 16-11 as Eau Claire North bids to get back above 500 here in the later stages of the regular season. Second half awaits when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Ooh.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com. ZaleskiSports.com has leveled up. Go to ZaleskiSports.com and choose your favorite schools for easy navigation. From the homepage, choose your school to see team records, upcoming schedules, and past results. Use the video icon to launch the next broadcast. Use the arrow icon to watch any previous broadcast. See the full weekly schedule too. Level up at ZaleskiSports.com.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Access Insurance is your complete independent insurance agency for auto, home, business, and life insurance serving Wisconsin and Minnesota. Insurance can often be confusing and frustrating. But with Access Insurance, you get experienced advisors that pair you with exactly the coverage you need at the most competitive prices for every stage of life. Located in Weston and a proud supporter of area high school athletics, their business truly does revolve around you. Learn more at accessinsurance.net or by calling 715-355-8400.
Welcome back to the DC Everest Fieldhouse. I'm Chris Conley. We're at halftime of tonight's girls basketball game with Eau Claire North 9-9 on the season, leading the Evergreens 6-11. 16-11 at halftime. 8 for Ellie O'Keefe, who leads all scorers. Everest fans, tomorrow night we'll be back here at the Fieldhouse for boys basketball. DC Everest and Mosinee. Mosinee a smaller school, but they play good basketball. In fact, they've got some wins in recent years over the Evergreens. Boys basketball at 7:15 here on Zaleski Sports. Neither team's made it out of the locker room yet to get the second half shoot-around going. We're brought to you by Foundation Finance. Start a job making the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group with full-time benefits that start from day one. Learn more at foundationfinance.com. What will we be looking for in the second half? Well, if Eau Claire North gets on track from the outside, hit a couple of outside shots, nail a couple of threes, I think they could pull away from the Evergreens quickly and will be well on their way to victory. The Evergreens mean everything in the half court has been closely contested. Eau Claire North looks like a pretty tight man-to-man team. And the Evergreens have just turned the ball over too much in the first half. 15 turnovers, that's not winning basketball. So the Evergreens will have to get that straightened out. Some ball security. The Evergreens are playing without a starter tonight. Kirsten Hall not available for the Evergreens. She's in uniform, but we have not seen her on the floor yet. The Huskies are now emerging from their locker room. Our officials are out. And the Evergreens are coming out late. Evergreens do want to have a quick shoot-around. Some of the players going over to the ball rack. In fact, that is Kirsten Hall, who's out shooting. She's got the one basketball out there now, the one player who has not been on the floor in the first half. Eau Claire North, on the other hand, forgoes the shoot-around and goes right to their bench. Basketball tonight is brought to you by Newton Electric. From residential to commercial, industrial to agriculture, Newton Electric in Wausau has been serving central Wisconsin since 1977. Give them a call or find them online at newtonelec.com. That's NEWTONELEC.com. You know what? Eau Claire North is just too far away. And on a snowy night, I mean, it's a small visitors crowd. It's a small home crowd here, too. This is one of those games where the teams kind of have to generate their own energy. I mean, it's not like an Everest-Wausau West game or when Marshfield or Spash come here and they're just huge numbers of home fans and visitors fans. This is a quiet night at the Fieldhouse. Put 18 minutes on the clock to decide this one, and North gets the ball with a 5-point lead. Whistle sounds and play is back in. And here's Ellie O'Keefe. Evergreens are looking to trap her if she picks up her dribble in the corner. Gets it over to Adalyn Shepler. Three, and right where they left off, a miss. Rebound, though, from the corner, driving in, missing at the rim. Evergreens get the ball. Novelyn Sands Hannah got the rebound, then couldn't finish at the rack. There's Kelsey Woolley for the Evergreens. Klatt and Woolley gets it back now. Evergreens keeping on the perimeter. Sandquist, foul line extended. Now McKenna Bullis. Bullis looks to dribble into the paint, splits defenders, gets to the rim, and scores. That's a nice take for McKenna Bullis, who now has 5 points. So the Evergreens get the first points of the second half. Almost daring Ellie O'Keefe to take that three. Now she picks up her dribble. Three ball a little further back from Shepler, too strong. Woolley gets the rebound for the Evergreens, one and done. Evergreens already have this down to a one-possession game. See if they can edge closer. Sandquist, a step back from the foul line, off the backboard and no good. I don't think she was looking to go glass there either. Coming back the other end and missing at the rim. No finish. Ellie O'Keefe kind of slapped her hands together like she was frustrated there. Another chance for the Evergreens to get this down to a 1-point game or tie with a 3. Got a whistle, got a foul on the floor as Ayelsa Shimoleski tried to drive in. Novelin Sands Hannah is called for the foul. First whistle of the second half. Evergreens inbound along the baseline to Woolley. Tried to get that pass inside, looking to get to Sandquist. It's knocked out of bounds by one of the Huskies. Evergreens will keep underneath their own basket. Woolley inbounds. Here's Sandquist. Sandquist wanted to drive there, couldn't get any separation from that defender. Klatt, Bullis. Ayelsa got a touch in the corner. Evergreens just on the perimeter here. On the overplay, Evergreens go back out. No backcourt violation. That was tipped by the Eau Claire North player. There's the Evergreens' first turnover of the second half. Yeah, in a one-possession game, you got to get a look at the basket. The Evergreens turn it over. That's out of bounds. They're going to say it pinballed off the Everest player, off Shimoleski. North was trying to fit that into a tough spot over the top. They'll inbound underneath. Novelin Sands Hannah to trigger this in. Had trouble getting in. Just beat the 5 count. 3 ball in the air. It's round and out. Ellie O'Keefe had that halfway down. Ripped out of the hands there of Sandquist, who winds up getting it back. Still a 3-point game. Sandquist from one step beyond the foul line, off the back rim, no good. No offensive rebounds for the Evergreens. Ellie O'Keefe clears the boards. O'Keefe coast to coast at the rim. She's fouled. Free throws are coming up. John's Auto Repair has all of your auto repair needs for Mosinee and Rothschild. Turn to John's Auto Repair, just off Business 51, north of Mosinee. It's auto repair you can trust. They'll have it done right and get you on your way. John's Auto Repair. Aubrey Klatt called for her second personal, team's first. In the act of shooting, the first free throw is good for Ellie O'Keefe. Let's keep this in mind down the stretch of this game. If it stays close, O'Keefe appears to be an excellent free throw shooter. Well, Kirsten Hall will be playing in today's game after all. She's just come in. Bullis is out. 2 free throws are good. It's back to a 5-point lead where it was at halftime. Eau Claire North leading the Evergreens. See if Hall could assert herself. Didn't get a touch on that trip down the floor. From the wing, 3 ball, too strong. That didn't look good right off the top. Got an over the back foul here on Hope Buschendorf. Buschendorf may have just picked up her 4th. Yeah, that's a starter for the Huskies with 4 fouls. She will go to the bench. Andy Sikora in for her. Hall gets her first touch, had it up high beyond the circle. Hall on the wing. Rotates down low. Sandquist was double teamed as soon as she got the ball. Back out. Here's a 3 ball too strong. A miss for Woolley. Ball is loose. Jump ball to the Evergreens. Backey's Family Chiropractic in Rothschild provides personalized chiropractic care no matter what issue your body is battling. Migraines, anxiety, stress, a wide variety of youth issues. Let Backey's Chiropractic give you back the life you deserve. Each team has just 2 points. We played a lot of basketball here in the second half. Tried to get that entry pass down low to Hall. It didn't get there. Open three, good. Yeah, that's going to make a difference if Eau Claire North begins hitting. Ellie Jacobs has just hit her second three of the night. 8-point lead is the largest of the evening. Hall was double-teamed, go back out. To the baseline, three ball is coming. Too strong in the corner for Grace Sandquist. Three ball here from a step back, maybe a little bit too long, but a friendly roll anyway for Ellie O'Keefe. Back-to-back threes, and suddenly it's an 11-point game. First time that one of these teams has been up by double digits. Evergreens want a timeout. We'll take 1-2 on Zaleski Sports.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Well, back-to-back threes have put the Evergreens in a tough spot. Yeah, you'd say normally with 12 and a half minutes left in the game, being down by 11, not a big deal. But when you have only 13 points, 11 seems like a big hole to dig yourself out of. Basketball is sponsored by Merrill Steel, your partner for structural steel fabrication. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply at merrillsteel.com. Evergreens have been turnover prone, 18 turnovers in the game. North with only 6. It's out of bounds off the North defender, Ellie Jacobs. Jacobs and O'Keefe have hit the back-to-back threes, which has given North a little bit of separation in this game. Here's Kirsten Hall. Keeps her dribble, long two. Round and out. Offensive rebound, foul on the floor, fighting for that ball, non-shooting. Ellie Jacobs has just picked up her third, team's third. Ellie O'Keefe, the hottest player on the floor and the leading scorer, comes to the bench. Evergreens are happy to see that. Hall on the inbound, got another reach-in foul here. And Ellie Jacobs is going to be called again, I think. This could be her fourth. It is indeed. It's on Ellie. Hope Buschendorf and Ellie Jacobs each have 4 fouls. Adelaine Shepler comes in for the Huskies. That's tipped off the side of the backboard on the inbounds pass. Just hard to come back when you're not careful with the ball. And the Everest defense is too soft right now. Driving to the rim, missing is Adi Sikora. Hall comes away with it. To Woolley, back to Hall. Shimoleski looks to drive in. That's a contested shot. Ayelsa's going to get 2 free throws. Clock will stop, and the Evergreens will get a chance to score some points. Evergreens have been outscored 8-2 so far in the second half. Andy Sikora picks up the foul. It's the team's 5th. First free throw, good. Ayelsa's 3 for 3 from the foul line tonight and has 1 more coming. Got them both. Back to a single-digit lead. Haley Lavoie is back in. Lavoie had just a few minutes on the floor in the first half. In here because of the foul situation. Thinking about that baseline three, Alyssa Mantuffel drives in, travels. Can the Evergreens inch a little closer? Merrill Steel is your partner for structural steel fabrication. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply at merrillsteel.com. Bullis picked up her dribble. Got it over to Shimoleski. Two sophomores on the floor here for the Evergreens. Hall now resets. On the overplay, Hall hangs, misses, offensive foul. Going to say the defensive player had position there, I guess. Hall's first, team's second. Grace Sandquist will come back in. Piper Scholes is out. 9-point game. Lead's been up to 11. Evergreens are looking to trap. Ball's loose and turned over. From the wing, three ball. Boy, do the Evergreens need this. Too strong for Bullis. Follows her own miss and is fouled. That's going to be Eau Claire North's sixth team foul. The Evergreens will go into the bonus on the next whistle super early in this half. Alyssa Mantuffel is called. Ellie O'Keefe comes back in, trying to restore some order. Ava O'Keefe is in too. Double O'Keefe's on the floor. In traffic, low block. Sandquist cut off. Back out. Three ball. Bullis short. Evergreens unable to secure that rebound. And the Evergreens are not back on defense. And a miss at the rim for Lavoie. Still loose. And Eau Claire North comes away with it. Back out to O'Keefe. O'Keefe gets it back. Quick release three, good. Ellie O'Keefe now up to 16 points. 3 threes in the second half for the Huskies, none for the Evergreens. 12-point lead is the biggest margin of the game so far. Everest cannot fall further behind. Evergreens are going to take a timeout. We're brought to you by Nicolet Bank. Personal banking at its best. Locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill, or online at nicoletbank.com. Evergreens will have the ball when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
Whether you're just beginning your educational journey or seeking a new opportunity, we're here for you. At North Central Technical College, we have unique partnerships with four-year colleges that allow you to transfer seamlessly to and from our campus, saving you time and money. With hundreds of transfer options available, the path to a bachelor's degree and a great paying career are just a step away. North Central Technical College. Start here. Go.
Welcome back. I'm Chris Conley. Huskies led by 5 at halftime. That's ballooned to 12 right now. Over 9 minutes to play in the game, so there's still lots of time, but the Evergreens have to begin getting closer. Trouble getting the ball in. It's to Shimoleski now. Got Ava O'Keefe guarding her closely. Again, any whistle against the Huskies sends the Evergreens to the foul line for the final 9 minutes of this game. Hall with her dribble. Picks it up. And again, still on the perimeter. Travel. Kelsey Woolley will come in. Ayelsa Shimoleski is out. Splitting defenders to the rim, got a foul as Haley Lavoie tried to get through. Grace Sandquist is whistled for her second. It's only the team's third foul. Team fouls are uneven right now. 6 on the Huskies, only 3 on the Evergreens. Open 3. Bingo. Haley Lavoie, 4th 3 for the Huskies, none for the Evergreens in the second half. And the Evergreens are doubled up, 30-15 right now. Got a whistle here and a travel far away from the basket. Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau offers a state-of-the-art facility with excellent benefits, pay, culture, and more. Join a growing company, get your career on the right path. Learn more and apply at GreatLakesCheese.com. Splitting defenders to the rim, no finish for Ellie O'Keefe, who's been great in the second half. Rare miss for her to the wing. 3 ball coming, it's short. Evergreens need this rebound, and fighting for it there is Grace Sandquist at the rim. She misses. Bullis gets the rebound, put back. She'll get free throws. McKenna Bullis goes to the foul line. France Propane is your locally owned complete service propane company. They serve all of central Wisconsin for 2 generations. Learn more at francepropane.com. France Propane, local, quality, family. Novaland Sands Hannah fouled McKenna Bullis. One of 2. Hall was trying to battle for that rebound, couldn't get her hands on it. Out of bounds off of Kirsten. 30-16. Novaland Sands Hannah in the backcourt. Gets it back. And she traveled. Only the Huskies' 3rd turnover of the second half and 9 for the game overall. Evergreens have turned it over 21 times. Woolley in the backcourt. Just nothing in the offensive end for the Evergreens has come easy tonight. Bullis with her dribble gives it over to Sandquist. Woolley again. Got a reach-in foul. This is going to be on the Huskies. Ava O'Keefe has just committed her second foul. 1-1 coming up for Kelsey Woolley, who is not on the scoreboard yet. Woolley's a good free throw shooter. It's a 1-1, so it's live on a miss. Line drives it home. Evergreen's all right from the foul line in the second half. They're 4 of 5. Kelsey's got them both. Well, no time like now for the Evergreens, who find themselves down by 12. Long pass to the front court. There's a turnover. Everest will get the ball right back. Ellie Jacobs, who has 8 points off the bench, comes in for Novaland Sands Hannah. Evergreens, too, don't get any fast break or transition points. It's just not really a part of their game. And to come back, you kind of need some easy looks. Too strong at the rim. But North turns it right back over. Yeah, I mean, in a comeback situation, I mean, here you are down by 12. You need a couple of points off steals or points off turnovers. You need a couple of quick baskets. And that's just not in the cards for the Evergreens. It's like every possession, you just got to grind it out, keep the ball on the perimeter. Evergreens have hit nothing from the outside. In fact, the Evergreens have only 1 basket from the floor since halftime. Everything else, free throws. Long 3, it's good. Aubrey Klatt. Aubrey's first points of the night. More of that if the Evergreens are going to come back in this one. Evergreens foul from behind there. This is going to be Grace Sandquist's 3rd foul. and the 4th on the team. Hope Buschendorf with 4 fouls comes back in for the Huskies. So Hope's got to be aware of what she can and can't do. One more whistle against her will end her evening early. The lead's been as many as 15. It's 9 for the Huskies now. O'Keefe, sure-handed with the dribble. Baseline, 3, no good. Sikora gets the rebound, puts it up and in. Second chance points for the Huskies. Back to a double-digit edge, and the Evergreens have 6 minutes to work with. Sandquist over to Woolley. Woolley's got it now, surveys. Klatt, double-teamed on the baseline, goes back out. Open for a moment for the 3. Ielsa Shimoleski does not pop. Looks to drive in instead. In traffic, a lot of contact, no whistle, and it's a miss. Hope Buschendorf with the 4 fouls got the rebound. Sandquist, Woolley was open, but she was 2 steps behind the 3-point line, so doesn't take that 3, thinking that's a little out of her range. 5 minutes to go. Bottom line here is we're getting into the late stages of the second half, and the Evergreens have only 21 points on the board. Got a timeout here. We'll take one, too. This is girls basketball on Zaleski Sports.
The first tube was bent in 1968 back in a garage by our house. Shortly after that, we moved into a rented space in a machine shop.
Moving into this building in 2000 at 90,000 square feet.
So right now we sit at 165,000 square feet.
150 employees. Every day we look at how grateful we are to be where we are, but we never forget where we started. Here at J&D Tube Benders, we're a full custom hydraulic tube manufacturer. We can do anything from their simple bent tube component to a fully welded assembly.
In every department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto, simple.
Again, during the timeout, it's a small crowd tonight, just very quiet at the DC Everest Fieldhouse. Usually the environment here is rocking, not so this evening on a snowbound Tuesday. Everest has the ball out of the timeout. Everest has only 1 timeout left for the game. Hall drives to the rim. Friendly roll for Kirsten Hall. Gets herself into the scorer's column. Huskies' lead is down to 9. Cross court, bad pass. Woolley on the wing, rotates down low to Hall. In traffic, clean block. Evergreens get the loose ball, and also Shimoleski scores. Well, back-to-back baskets for the Evergreens. They're within 7. Under 4 to go. To the wing, this could be a heartbreaking 3, and it's a miss, but an offensive rebound. The Ellie Jacobs miss was gathered in by Hope Buschendorf. That was a defensive board that the Evergreens needed. Got a whistle here, going to have a bump as Ellie O'Keefe had the ball. This is non-shooting. Hall has picked up her second, team's fifth. Grace Sandquist comes in for the Evergreens. Kelsey Woolley goes out. A little more height for the Trees. O'Keefe picked up her dribble. Got it over to Adlin Shepler. Evergreens had the double team. The other O'Keefe, Ava, got out of it. Ava splits defenders. Ball's loose. I think she traveled there. Yeah, she did. Had the ball and kind of rolled forward while she had possession, so that's got to be a travel. A basket here gets this down to a 5-point game. Just baskets have been hard to come by for the Evergreens. Bad pass. O'Keefe had that blocked away from behind. But Ava's got it. And now Ellie has it too. This is a stage of the game where the Huskies should be happy to run a little bit of clock. Yep, back out. That's the North strategy right now. Can you take some minutes off? Time is probably more important than points at this stage of the game. And there's a forced three. It's no good. Offensive rebound, put back, a miss by Buschendorf, and the Evergreens get the ball. McKenna Bullis came away with it. 2 minutes to go in this one. Woolley will come back in on the next stoppage. She's into the game now. Ball's knocked out of bounds on the baseline. Aubrey Klatt comes out. Bullis hangs, fouled. So the clock stops and the Evergreens will get a chance to edge a little closer. You know, basketball 101, this stage in the game, you don't want to be committing a lot of fouls. You don't want your opponents to get closer on the scoreboard while time is not running off. Ellie O'Keefe's been called for the foul. Bullis misses her first free throw. Bullis is only 1 of 5 from the foul line tonight. A 6-point game. But time is friendly for the Huskies right now. Got a whistle here. The Huskies are going to take a timeout. We're brought to you by Culligan Water, specializing in all of your water softener, drinking water filtration needs. Count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. 92 seconds left on the game clock, and we'll play them out when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
Elite Auto Care is a family-owned business providing top-notch car care to the Schofield, Weston, and Wausau area. They deliver honest and professional automotive repair and maintenance services with quality ASE certified technicians that you can trust. Elite Auto Care offers the latest technology and is equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on both foreign and domestic vehicles. From general maintenance, air conditioning and brakes to exhaust, axle repair, tires, or just a simple oil change. Turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
I'm Chris Conley. North has the ball and a 6-point lead. Evergreen's got to play for a steal on this inbounds. Instead to Haley Lavoie. Over to Ellie O'Keefe. I think you want the ball in O'Keefe's hands as much as possible. Nope, turned over. O'Keefe's an excellent free throw shooter. Evergreens need to get a quick look at the basket here. 1:10 and counting down on the official game clock. Hall picked up her dribble, rocketed that down low. Basket is good. Elsa Chmielewski, who now has 8. 4-point game and a minute to go. Open for a 3. Wow, that's a make, but it's not really the shot that you want. You want to take more time off there. North trades a 3 for an Everest 2, and that's probably all North is going to need for tonight. Sandquist down low is fouled. Double bonus coming up. So again, the clock will stop. The Evergreens will get to the free throw line. Novelyn Sands Hannah has been called for the foul, her third. Double bonus, so 2 free throws for Grace Sandquist. First free throw is good. Free throw violation on the Evergreens. It was a miss anyway. Evergreens have to foul, and they do. That's the Evergreens' last foul to give. McKenna Bullis is called for the foul. Huskies will go to the free throw line on the next whistle. Got a whistle here, and that's the wrong player to foul. Ellie O'Keefe is 4 for 4 from the foul line, and she'll shoot a 1-and-1 to try and close out the win for the Eau Claire Huskies. We're brought to you by Express Employment Professionals. Get help finding your next career at Express Employment Professionals. Locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. Learn more at expresspros.com. That's expresspros.com. Kirsten Hall committed the foul. O'Keefe is 5 for 5 from the foul line tonight. And that miss will leave her 1 shy of 20. She's got 19. 20 seconds left. Evergreens force this up. A foul. Chmielewski is going to shoot 2 free throws. 14 seconds left. Ava O'Keefe has committed her 3rd foul. Ayelsa makes her first. She's 5 for 5 at the foul line tonight. A miss, tapped around, back out to the Evergreens. Got a whistle and a foul on the make. You know what? It's now down to a 1-possession game. So Ava O'Keefe comes down and shoots the 1-and-1 at the other end. Short. A 3 can tie this game. And we've got a foul in the backcourt. Nope, a timeout. Evergreens will use their final timeout. Somehow this game became 35-32. The McKenna Bullis make got the Evergreens within 1, and then the missed free throw down at the other end. So the Evergreens with a wing and a prayer can try and send this one to overtime. We'll keep it right here. Eau Claire North did get on track in the second half. They've had 5 threes to the Evergreens 1 since halftime. Ellie O'Keefe has asserted herself up to 19 points. She'll end this game win, lose, or draw as high scorer. Evergreens have 3 seconds to draw up a play. They'll need a 3 to try and tie this thing. Evergreens are going to inbound from 3/4 court. Kelsey Woolley will inbound. A final grasp and a foul. Dribbled off her foot. Kirsten Hall, the Evergreens won't even get a look at the basket. 1 second comes off the clock, so there's 2 seconds remaining. It's 1 turnover too many for the Evergreens. Ball is inbounds. Evergreens immediately commit the foul. There's 1 second left. McKenna Bullis commits the foul. Well, it's a 1-and-1. The Evergreen strategy now comes down to a hopeful miss and then a fling. Free throw's good. Lavoie will look to close it out. 4-point game. It's academic now. Final horn sounds, and congratulations to the Eau Claire North Huskies. They are 36-32 winners. The Evergreens did not play well tonight. With 3 seconds left in the game and down by 3, the Evergreens inbounded the ball and turned it over. An inbounds pass at the feet of Kirsten Hall. And then 1 of 2 at the foul.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour.
36-32 as the Eau Claire North Huskies climb above 500. They're 10-9. The Evergreens fall to 6-12. 19 points for Ellie O'Keefe. Had 3 threes and was 5 of 6 from the foul line. Stay tuned for the Merrill Steel postgame show. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply at merrillsteel.com.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication.
It's the Merrill Steel postgame show. We're at the DC Everest Fieldhouse where Eau Claire North has defeated DC Everest 36-32. Coach, both of the offenses were off track for a long time. We thought whichever team can hit a couple from the outside would have a huge advantage, and it was you guys early in the second half.
Thank goodness.
And it was kind of strange down the stretch. Everest gets that late basket, a couple of missed free throws. It didn't feel like the game that might have come down to a final shot, and yet there it was.
Yeah, credit to DC Everest for fighting back and not giving up, and kudos to the North girls for continuing to battle and finishing it out strong.
Coach, what would you like from your team as you get down to the final games? Obviously, you've got a long bus ride home to kind of digest all of this. You edge above 500, which is a good thing for this time of the season.
If we can keep that defensive intensity like we had in the middle stretch of the game, if we can keep playing defense like that, we'll be fantastic going down the stretch.
Coach, congratulations. Thanks for coming over. We'll spend a few moments with senior Ellie O'Keefe. This was kind of a game that looked like someone to take over, and the someone was you.
Yeah, shots were falling for everybody too, and I learned my way to get to the hoop and get buckets, but I got my teammates open too for the extra assist.
I had you guys at 1 for 10 from behind the arc in the first half. So, I mean, nothing was going down, but shooters got to shoot, and eventually that turns around.
Yep. Shooters got to shoot, like you said. Even though shots aren't falling, you got to shoot still, and you got to adjust from it.
Coach will be happy that you were 5 of 6 from the foul line, so that's how you keep the door closed?
I was happy too. My free throw percentage wasn't that great, and I'm trying to get it up, and that helped a lot.
What would you like to see from your teammates as you close out the final couple of weeks of the season?
It's effort at that point. My senior season, 5 more games left. I'm just trying to play with my best friends the last couple games, and I just want them to play super hard and do for playoffs.
Final score is 36-32. Ellie O'Keefe with 19 points in victory tonight for the Huskies. That's going to wrap up our coverage from the DC Everest Fieldhouse. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Conley. Good night from Zaleski Sports. Will you do the in the house for us, please?
Wait, what did I say?
You're going to say, I'm.
Okay.
And I'm in the house because the segment is the highlight house.
Ready? Can I go? I'm Ellie O'Keefe and I'm in the house.
You did just fine. Thank you for coming over. Have a good night. Safe ride home.